Today is our week 4 AD podcast. We're talking all things Princeton Vikings with AD Joe Roberts. Coach, how are we doing on this chilly, almost May Monday morning?
Rob, we are fantastic. It is. I think we got a week to go. I think by Sunday we'll be what we want to term down here spring.
Yes.
What I don't want to have happen is I don't want us to go from this weather right now that we're having to 90s and straight hot humidity. We need to see some good days in the high 70s and the 80s, and we need to make a stretch run there. And but I will tell you, we are somewhere between 15 and 35 degrees warmer than they are in Northwest Ohio and Northeast Ohio right now. So Southwest Ohio you can't beat the weather. I will say that.
No question. The nice thing is, looking back on last week's results, we'll start with varsity baseball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 6 of their games scheduled, 5 were played. So that's from that standpoint, boy, we're making progress. It was a tough week as far as wins and losses, but Coach McGowan must be very pleased with it. Got to play 5 games and get ready for this week with another full slate. I think they go Monday through Friday and off Saturday, which, if something gets canceled, well, they'll probably play Saturday.
Well, and here's the downside. One, you're 1,000% correct. I mean, we have battled the weather all spring. All spring sports have battled the weather. Baseball and softball seem to take the brunt of that every single time. And so as a result, you are jamming in all of your league games. And then Saturday was just absolutely gorgeous. And his kids were wiped out. And he's like, I can't put them out there against McNick. Not about whether or not you're going to win the game, but about we need to just get in the batting cage. They came in and hit and just kind of rested a little bit and kind of refreshed, because here you go. And now you're going to be on a stretch run again, trying to get these league games in. We do have Northwest this coming Tuesday at home, which could be a really good non-league game for us, getting us set up for the sectional tournament, district tournament. But our focus right now has to be about these league games and making sure that we complete the season before the tournament starts from a league standpoint.
Sure.
And, I don't know the strategy 100% for baseball coaches all the time, but if you have to lose some non-league contests during the regular season because of weather, and you've got a period of time in between your sectional games, that's a great time to maybe pick up a non-league opponent if you want to, because you have games available and just kind of get some of that rhythm going. But he had a great week last week, despite some of the results. I mean, West, again, was our nemesis both days. But, being able to grab some wins against Fairfield and East last week really did kind of solidify us. And then, the league itself is just up and down. I mean, we started 5-0, and then we were kind of at the top of the league, and now we're middle of the league, and now we're bottom third of the league. And so it's just an ever-changing day. And it all comes down to who you put on the mound. And he did find some great opportunity against East. He threw Andre Parker Jr., he told me, for an inning. And Andre had never pitched before.
Yep.
And so he put Andre out there, and he got us out of an inning and did a great job. And so, just our kids are battling. Ryan Maloney is just really, really shining on the mound right now for us and getting those bats up to speed. But, it does come down. It's a single error. It's it's something to that effect. And then everything just gets topsy-turvy, and that's high school baseball.
No question. One of the things about the non-league games that are also good, kind of what you just mentioned about Parker throwing, is you get some guys that can't get in GMC matches, whether it's a sophomore, junior, or maybe even a senior that just, that might be pitcher number 5, get out there and get him an inning or two. And you never know when you'll need him in the tournament. If you make a run, you just never know in those back-to-back days, and get some guys some work. And it's just those non-league games are great for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you totally, Rob. I mean, it just is. It's a great time. And, the other thing that sometimes we don't always talk about this, but our JV team has really been able to see some good baseball.
Awesome.
And it's really about that fundamental development piece that goes into play. Our numbers are really, really good. And the more they get on the mound and the more they get in the field and the more bats they get to swing, the more we're going to grow this team and be prepared for that stretch run. It, like I said, in the tournament, there'll be some JV kids that are going to come up because we're going to need their foot speed. We're going to need their bat. We're going to need their glove. We're going to need something. We may just need their momentum, you know? And so it's been a really great spring, as short as it is, to watch both of our baseball programs play.
And you know what? You guys keep rolling out those really great uniforms. Your numbers are going to stay up. Those all reds, man. Those are outstanding. Those kids, you're going to have. You keep picking unis like that, Joe. Your numbers are going to be through the roof.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. You ought to see the ones that just came in. That he passed out on Saturday.
That's so
and
fun.
Now, you know, I guess we might as well become the Oregon of the Midwest. I mean, now the kids are doing uniform combinations, and he has. You know, I made fun of him the other day, but they got 3 different hats that they wear. And so they break these combinations out, you know, white hat, red top, gray pants. And I'm like, Jamie Christmas, I don't know. But, you know, we do look really, really good out there. I will. Hats off to Princeton baseball.
That's outstanding. Well, best of luck to them this week. It looks like hopefully they get all 5 in and get that pitching rotation ready for the tournament. Before we go to softball, Princeton Athletics had a special event over the weekend. A couple of bowlers got to participate in a very neat outing that I know we want to talk about before we segue into softball.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, you know, the end of the season comes around, and Coach Gary Wilson notifies 2 of our senior girls, Sophie Roberts and Ari Washington, that they were named to the Greater Cincinnati All-Star Bowling Team. And, you know, what the heck does that mean, right? Well, it was this past Sunday. It was yesterday. And over at Western Bowl, the coach from St. X actually manages the event. And the boys bowled on Saturday, the girls bowled on Sunday. But, you know, the long and short of it is this. What they do is they pair you up by conferences. And so, because, you know, the traditional bowling, you bowl your 3 individual games and then you bowl your Baker games. Well, they pair you up by conferences. And we had enough there that we had 2 GMC teams put together, which is just outstanding for the girls. And so then you're going against all these different conferences. Well, at one point, it actually looked like the 2 GMC teams were going to meet each other in the finals of this event. You know, and here we are talking about bowling. But the reason I wanted to bring it up was just simply because, one, I had not had a chance to participate or see something to this effect, but what a great way, once again, to bring all of the students together from different schools that compete in the same league, that all know each other, and then they go out and battle against these different conferences for, you know, to try to win this little tournament, if you will, this little all-star tournament. And it was just a really, really great format. Both GMC teams made it into the top 4. The second GMC team got knocked out in the semifinals, and then the first GMC team lost to the GWalk team, which is the Dayton area schools, in the finals. But hats off to the GMC bowling once again. And then on top of all that, and we talk about this in the winter, how strong is bowling in Southwest Ohio? Ooh. I mean, it is really good. I didn't, you know, like I said, we had 2 girls represent for Princeton to this team. We didn't have any boys qualify or make the team. So the boys bowled on Saturday. I believe the ECC actually won the Saturday event, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But again, hats off to the bowling coaches in Greater Cincinnati for being committed to continue to try to grow the sport of bowling and have an event like that after the season's over to give those kids an opportunity to bowl.
Yeah. You know, one of the things when I was driving around Saturday with my wife, I passed 2 bowling alleys, Crossgate and Matty Bowl, and they were both packed, Joe. I mean, parking lots were packed. I got to think, I said to my wife that high school bowling has to have some contributing factor to why all these bowling alleys are so crowded these days. Wouldn't you think?
Oh, 1000%. And I will tell you, it has a lot to do with that. It has a lot to do with it because the kids are getting interested in it, you know, and so now they're starting out. And oh, by the way, it's affordable.
Yep.
You know, so they can get to the bowling alley, you know. I mean, hats off to our home lanes. Gilmore, who allows our kids to come bowl for $2 a game. I mean, you can't really find a better deal when it comes to that. And they want the sport to grow. Obviously, they're a business and they've got to keep the doors open, but you know that you want to open it for students because students also come and buy concessions and students do those kind of things as well. But it gets them in there and it keeps them in there and they kind of get hooked to it. So just saw some really quality bowling yesterday and again, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, so fun. Well, congratulations to those two, and hey, the Southwest Ohio bowling. I just think
Yeah.
it's just so fun. Let's get back to the diamond, the smaller diamond. Let's talk softball. Once again, looking at their schedule from last week. My goodness, they got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 7 games in last week. So weather was good. It's fantastic. You just want to play, and they've got another full slate this week. Looks like they have the weekend off, but all GMC West today, Colerain Tuesday, Big Blue on Wednesday, Thursday, and then Colerain on Friday. So a bit, like we talked with baseball, with losing almost 3 weeks to weather, everything's just getting crammed in, and it's 5 days this week. And best of luck to the Lady Vikes as they have a tough week ahead.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Trying to find that GMC win is not as easy as everyone would think. I mean, the GMC just continues to be so strong and so deep in the sport of softball. And we had a really good chance last Tuesday, I believe it was. We had senior night,
Okay.
and we had Middletown, and we got up early. And again, baseball, softball, it's one little error, and then you can score a whole bunch of runs in softball, and next thing you know, you're down, and the bat just doesn't get warm enough, and you come up on the short end of the stick. Hosted Northwest this past Saturday in a doubleheader. Weather was perfect. Saw a lot of good softball come out of that. Again, that just our kids need. We're a very young. We're a senior depth team, but we're a young team. And those girls are coming. I believe in that. I believe if they continue to do what they need to do and stay focused on it, their task at hand, they're going to be just fine. It is really something we need to grab us a GMC win for a little bit of confidence as we head into really important Saturday. It's prom weekend. So whether or not we're going to probably not be playing Saturday. Girls got to get ready for prom. Yes. But Sunday is the district seed meeting. So I mean, I sent out some information to ADs about district baseball seed meeting yesterday. I can't believe we're already talking about tournaments, and it's here. So Coach Black will be going into the seed meeting on Sunday and getting us ready for postseason.
Yeah, good luck to them this week. Let's switch over. Let's go with girls lacrosse. They have senior night. Can you believe that? On Tuesday, hosting Edgewood, senior night for girls lacrosse at Jake Sweeney Automotive Stadium.
Yeah, we're going to recognize our 2 lone seniors, Layla Cato and Brooke Berry, this coming Tuesday night, tomorrow night. Again, up and down. Of course, this is our first year of legitimate varsity lacrosse. Next year, we will join the GMC conference, so we'll start to see the GMC. So our schedule is going to look really different than it did before. We have elected not to participate in the sectional tournament this year. The girls just are not ready, but next year it's going to be go time.
Yep.
And we'll have Edgewood tomorrow night. And then, of course, we're going to try to grab us another match with Dixie. Then we got to go to Cooper next week as well. So we've got some matches coming up. We're supposed to play, and I don't know where Coach is on this because prom is driven by juniors and seniors, yes. Obviously. We're supposed to play Lakota East in a JV match, their JV team against our team. We only have one team right now. Okay. We're supposed to play them on Saturday, and I need to talk to Coach because for our sophomores, I think that could be really good for them. And so, if they all have commitments, if he has time, maybe we're going to be able to get out there and get that. Again, it's all about that experience for the kids and giving them a chance to play, and it's fun to watch and looking forward to recognizing our 2 seniors tomorrow night.
Yeah, good luck and congratulations to those two seniors. An exciting new sport at Princeton's is
Yeah.
that doesn't happen every day. So that's exciting that the schools and administration's behind it, and that's a lot of fun. Let's go to the hard court talk boys tennis. They finally have had some good weather upcoming this week. It looks like they've got a dual or like a tri match tonight at Princeton with Sycamore and Ross, and then GMC battles on Tuesday and Thursday, and then my goodness, tournament time on Saturday.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. It's there, but it looks like it's going to be great weather for tennis.
Yeah, we're going to get these matches in, knock on wood, to definitely today. The weather's going to be great. We're going to have Sycamore. And again, part of this has to do with the fact that we lost some matches due to the weather. And so we're picking back up. We had Ross on the schedule originally for today, but this was just a great way to get Ross here, get Sycamore over here. Let's play tennis. Let's get everybody on the court. It's going to be really good JV varsity setup for us. Coach Mulholland and Coach McCauley do a great job of being able to administrate that. And then we'll get into it this week, at East, Coleraine, Hamilton, Coaches Classics right around the corner here.
Yes.
And then, once again, first week of May, we'll be right into the GMCs. And so we're looking forward to that.
Best of luck to them this week. Hope they get a lot of matches in. Let's go to the track and field talk boys and girls track. I know Eastern relays down at University of Louisville were Saturday. I know we were looking for some team results. I know the individual results were posted. Any idea, Joe, update for the fans on the Eastern relays?
Well, what I do know is I haven't talked to Coach Braddix yet, but I know this. When you go to Louisville, Kentucky to run in that event, you're running against some of the best competition in the country. I believe they had 42 teams there in total that they break out over 2 days. So I think it's 24, 20, well, maybe 48 or something to that effect, 24, 24. But again, Coach put us in a great position for our kids and for the boys and the girls. And we're really seeing some great results and some great time.
Fantastic.
What Coach Smith and Coach Braddix do is they do a really wonderful job of balancing the kids. So they don't take full teams to all of these events because they know that they need to put certain kids in certain races to prepare them.
Sure.
Coach Smith will go to Huber Heights, Wayne, and he'll only take 4 or 5. He'll take a relay and maybe a thrower. But then we participated in the gold baton meet over at Sycamore Friday night, which is a great opportunity to get a lot of kids on the track and gear them up and get them ready to go. They are solely focused right now. Everything they're doing, if the word tapering comes to mind when I think of this, they are preparing our kids for the GMC championship that will prepare them for the sectionals, that will prepare them for the regionals, that will send us to Welcome Stadium for the state.
Yeah, it's great. Well, best of luck to them. Coach Braddix always does a fantastic job. Got Milford Invitational on Wednesday and then the Wayne Invitational Thursday, Friday. So some opportunity to get out there and run. Let's wrap up this week's show, Joe. Let's talk Coach Duckworth's volleyball program and whether certainly trending in the right direction with some GMC wins last week. This week looks like, let's see, back in the GMC play at Oak Hills tonight, at Hamilton on Tuesday, hosting Fairmont Wednesday, hosting Sycamore Thursday, and I think that's it for the week. But for volleyball, that's a lot of matches.
It's a ton of matches. We'll talk about last week first. We're going to talk. We started the week a little bit down, coming off of a couple losses through the weekend, and we had the Huber Heights Wayne Monday night, and it was a long night, but we grabbed the win for those varsity kids, and they get back. We come in Tuesday. Woo. Oh yeah, come in Tuesday. They got to hop on a bus, and they got to head to Middletown, and they go 5 with Middletown and grab that win. So now we're 2-0 for the week. A lot of great momentum. We bring Mount Healthy in on Wednesday, and we go 3-0. So the kids feel really, really good. They're 3-0 for the week. We've got Fairfield coming in. It's a great opportunity for us to grab us a conference win, again, finish the week 4-0, and we took Fairfield 5. And literally, I thought that we had it, and then all of a sudden they just went on a serve run and we just couldn't keep up. And when you play that fifth game goes really, really fast.
Really
And
fast.
so, this week it's going to be really good. We're at Oak Hills tonight, at Hamilton tomorrow night for GMCs. We'll recognize our seniors on Wednesday night with Fairmont, and then we're going to close out the week with Sycamore as we gear up. And then again, Coach Duckworth and the boys volleyball program, the district seed meeting is Sunday.
Yep.
I think it's I apologize, regional format. Regional seed meeting, the regional draw is this Sunday. So, I mean, here we are, we're getting right into it, and we're getting after it, and we've got tournaments right in front of us.
Yeah, so best of luck to them. I know Coach Duckworth does a great job with boys volleyball, and best of luck to them because it's a fun time of year for them, and hopefully they have a great week. Coach, as always, thank you for the time. I hope you have a wonderful week. The weather holds for us. Everybody gets out and plays, and we'll touch base next week and get everybody up to speed with all things Princeton Vikings.
Yeah, Rob, it's been great being on again this week. Looking forward to next week. Best of luck to all of our students as we gear into this week and then gear into prom Saturday night. So we're looking forward to a great spring for Vike Nation.
Sounds great, Joe. Have a good week.
Thank you, sir.